that I have, even though most of mine are pretty much off the cuff. We have none other than the incomparable, the indomitable, the well known, the man who needs no introduction, but I'm going to introduce anyway. Sledge Inc. Team. He has been heavy in the game, featured on other channels to the point where he is now strapped a rocket on his back and he is heading to the top. And I just want to thank you so much for being here. And I will allow you to introduce yourself.
Man, everybody know Sledge from the Sledge Inc. team. Mister, do your research. You know, the separation is in the preparation. Ready to get this thing started, man. I want to thank everybody that's coming out.
Boom. When you think salute, think Sledge Inc. Team. Period. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows what that salute emoji is for. They know what time it is when Sledge hits the comment section. So we got some people in here, and I know some people were anticipating this live stream as well. I know Anthony Ventura was anticipating it, but he's kind of tied up, so he may or may not make it. I just want to give some people some backstory, and with Sledge, the funny thing is that most people are wondering why I would have another creator on Subscriber Sunday. But Sledge actually operates in a very unique space as he was one of the earliest subscribers to Chad's Money Minutes, especially when I pivoted to credit card content. I literally have comments from when I had the Prime card for 6 months. I have comments that he left advising me about Prime Day. Now, mind you, this is early 2022, so he is one of my A1 day ones from the channel. And then when Sledge actually created his own channel, I had to get in on the ground floor of that. I definitely had to be there from the jump. I've been pushing it since the beginning because, you know what I'm saying? Sledge is definitely a fixture in the community and deserves all due respect.
Like I say, I appreciate being here, man. What we got going on today?
Well, actually, coincidentally, I was with my kids, so I couldn't get to watch your this card is trash video, but I actually wanted to touch on a trash card that I found. And who
Okay.
better to talk about that card than the authority on which cards are trash or if they trash.
All right, let's get it.
Actually, I watched the video and it centered around a debit card, and it is the truest Delta Sky Miles credit card, and that card is so terrible it gave me bad dreams. So let me give
The
you something to
debit
think
card?
about. It's a debit card. It's a Visa powered debit card, right? So I found this card. Somebody was reviewing it. Apparently, you get one Sky Mile for every $2 spent, and then that's pretty much it. And here's the kicker: is it has a $95 annual fee for a debit card unless you have well over six figures of assets at Truist, and then they let you earn two Sky Miles for every $2 that is earned. Those are the broad strokes to the card, and it is horrible. It
Yeah,
is
that card sounds like it's
terrible.
trash, bro.
It is terrible. I'm like, you know what? I got to talk to somebody about this. Oh, we got Mark Vargas coming in hot. Shout out to Sledge for the 1K subs. Told you, man, I'm
My
not the
God.
only one, man. You got respect out in these streets.
Hey man, I'm gonna keep it for real, man. Like so many people gave me a shout out, man. Like I really appreciate it. I appreciate everybody, man. I appreciate every single person who ever commented on the video. If you looked at a video without commenting, if anything, you know what I'm saying? Like I appreciate every single person, man.
Excellent. Now, before we get into that trash card, right? I got some questions for you to introduce you to. Well, a lot of people already know you, but what finally made you say outside of the comment section, let me start creating content? Because your shorts game is crazy. You know what I'm saying? You really took that and ran with it. You've always dropped gems. Like, what brought you into the creator sphere?
You know what? Honestly, probably 5 years before I actually started creating, it was an idea of mine. And I'm one of them kind of people that usually just jump head first into things, but for some reason, I just I really never took the step forward. I was watching your videos, different creator videos, just getting some ideas. But my thing was I don't like to do anything until I really know the game. So I was studying the game. looking at the different formats of way people were doing the things, trying to come up with my own format. And I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I know 5 years is a long time, but I'm collecting credit cards. I got the Apple card just to get it, right? Because I wanted to have build up content before I started the channel, so I have more things to talk about. Because let's be real about it. Talking about credit cards can be boring, right? It can be boring. So we
Bless
all
you.
have to get our own little mix in there. You look at Venture and you see his office in his car. I look at you with your money minutes. You were in the car. You're traveling. Just a whole bunch of different creators doing different things in different spaces. And I was just trying to get in where I fit in. So yeah, that's why I've been thinking about it. It was just an opportunity to get in. That's all.
All right, that's what's up, man. And I tell you what, your contributions, as always, are highly appreciated. Like, just as as testament to that, I'm looking through the comment section. Normally, I get to it quicker, but these comments here, man, you got love out here, man. We got Abdul Ali World. We have Caesar Joel. Mojo is in the house. We got Mr. We have John R in the house. We have DJ October, JP Buffett, Mr. Mark Vargas. You got love out here, man. So I just that is wild. It's just good to find out a little bit of history about what got you into it.
Hey
So
man, before we go on, I want to give a shout out to all the newer creators because at one time I was that new creator. You know what I mean? And I support every single one of them. If you're in this comment section, because I'm old and I'm blind, so I can't really see it that good. But if you in this comment section, drop a comment on one of my videos if you're a creator and I don't know about it because I will support you, man. You know what I mean? I want to. The way I see all of these comments for me, I'm gonna be the same way when you get to your thousand. So yeah.
there it is. There it is. And that's literally one of the reasons why you always gonna be a big dog pit bull in the game. Now you just made a comment about hey, what's going on, Points Blank Travel? Um you just made a comment about being older. Now, me, I'm 41, right? And I don't know how old you are. I would assume that we would be in the same age group around ish. Do
Nah,
you
man, you young compared to me, man.
find
I'm,
oh, oh, okay. Because
yeah, yeah,
everybody
yeah.
around me is young. I'm dealing with a bunch of 20 somethings. And it's like, I know Luke's Points and Miles, he's right around my age group. He's a couple of years within shot of me. Do you find that your experience, your life experience, and the experiences that you've had? Because for the most part, if you older than me, chances are your credit history is probably longer than a lot of people who create content have been alive. So, I mean, I know how I feel about it, but how do you feel like that experience helps your content creation process?
You know what for my channel specifically, pretty much everything I talk about is gonna be from real life experiences, right? So me being a little bit older and have been through the ups and downs because I've been through ups and downs in the credit game, not just credit cards, but in the credit game as a whole. I've been through ups and downs. I've seen a lot of things, but one thing about me is I'm still a sponge, right? I still
Hmm.
pick up from anybody and learn from anybody. A 20-year-old creator can start the day and I can watch his video or her video and still learn from them, something from them. So that's why I think that I still have so much to contribute because I'm always continually learning.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. You know what? The funny thing is that we have that in common. You know what I mean? I feel like I can learn from anybody. I've met people who they really kind of close themselves off to the types of people who they think can teach them something. But I think it is a good thing that you are able to really open your mind, because maybe sometimes perspective is really the secret ingredient that you need in order to get to that next level. So I totally agree with you on that one. But I'm here, and normally I'm real casual, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I've actually been looking forward to having you on. So when you responded to the request, I actually got really happy. So so you know what I'm saying. Excuse my nervousness a little bit, man, because I really do have a great deal of respect for you, man. I noticed you on the 850 Credit podcast. right? Let's talk about that. Because before that, I feel like literally you stepped off an elevator and stepped onto a rocket ship. Because before that, I believe you were somewhere around the 700 subscriber mark. Would that be?
766, man. You know what? Big shout out to Kevin over at the 850 Club Credit for sure. Like he put a rocket on my back for sure, and just gave me the boost that I needed because and like every single creator who's ever done this, except for maybe that small 0.5% of people, man, it can get discouraging at times, you know.
Amen.
And I honestly was right at the point where I'm just like, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be doing this, you know. Calvin
Yeah.
reached out to me. We had the interview. Man, Calvin's a great guy, man. I hope he see this live. If he's not in here, I hope that he see this live because I told him that we were doing it. I
Oh,
actually pointed him in your direction, so hopefully you
okay.
get on there sometime soon. But yeah, I mean, he's a great guy. He has a great channel, and he gave me a small boost that I needed. I wouldn't even say a small boost. He gave me a large boost that I needed to get me back excited about doing these things again.
So speaking of that, right? Because I literally feel like I literally just watched the live, and out of the blue, I was actually shocked. You crossed over the 1K barrier, so I'll call it within 72 hours. How many subscribers did you gain virtually overnight?
Overnight, somewhere around 200. Right now, around 400. Yeah, about 400 just from a couple days, just from people actually seeing me, and people come across your YouTube screen. You
Yeah,
see them, but you don't see them. You know,
yeah.
man. So they got to know me a little bit. It was a small interview, but we're gonna do it again. I mean, he has a large subscriber base. We're talking about,
Uh,
I think, 69,000 subscribers. So he
uh,
has a pretty large subscriber base. And yeah, we're gonna do it again. We're actually doing a live sometime at the end of next week. So I'll let you know when that takes off.
Oh yeah, please do,
Yeah,
because I'm gonna be in the building.
yeah, for
Actually,
sure.
Points Blank Travel seems though he is interested in connecting with you right after this as well. I discovered his channel, and he also does live interviews with other creators. He's about aspirational travel and credit cards as well. So hopefully you two can get some good synergy there, boy. We trying to signal boost Sledge
Yeah,
out here, man. I,
yeah,
I
for
love
sure.
what
I
you're
know
doing.
Point Blank Travel, man. I don't watch his videos and his lives plenty of times. So yeah,
That's
he
what's
see
up.
me in the comment section before, I'm sure.
That's what's up, man. I love pushing people who are doing good things, man. I'm telling you, I'm so happy for you. And I mean, I know I sound like a broken record. I remember when you first started, I wanted everybody that I knew to make sure they knew who you were. And then to see the maturity and the growth from your long form content and how you dove into shorts, taking advantage of that dynamic on YouTube. Your shorts come through even if I'm at work and I'm in a meeting. I mean, I shouldn't be checking YouTube, but I make sure to give you that thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? You just really and I understand the discouragement, but bro, your maturity in your creation cycle, it really does show. And I'm telling you, losing you for the community if you decide to not do this anymore would be a blow to the credit card community. I'm not gonna lie. I'm speaking for everybody. So that's all there is to it.
Well, like I say, man, I got a little bit excited about it again. So yeah, I actually have a short coming out. I have a short coming out every day next week.
Okay.
Yeah, every day next week I have a short coming out. I dropped a long form video this morning, and
Hmm.
I'm going to constantly at least have two long form videos every week, and I'm trying to push out more content. But you know how life works, so at least two.
Okay. That's what's up, man. I I with your life, how does that schedule affect your regular life? Drop in a short a day, at least two long forms a week. Because I've heard varying opinions on release schedules and how they affect people's normal lives.
For my personal life, man, I don't do much. You know, I gave myself a little small retirement. took a took a little break away from working for a little while until I decided to get back in there. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of like on my own time,
Oh, okay.
I'm kind of like on my own time, man. I'm living off my savings, so I'm at the house doing whatever I want to do whenever I want to do it. So I pretty much just put together 10 shorts yesterday and
Hmm.
just scheduled them to be released. Cause like I still have a wife, I still have kids, I still
Yeah.
have other things that I do in my life. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I still have to make money, out
Absolutely.
here. Like I still have to make money and bring money in. So I still have to do that too.
Absolutely.
But in between that, I'm still getting my YouTube in. But it's more scheduled
Hmm.
because it's just how my life goes. I know everybody can't do it the same way that I do it.
Yeah.
And like I say, for instance, CJ. CJ is one of my favorite creators. This guy's editing is top notch.
It
But I'm
is.
waiting for a CJ video, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, when this dude gonna drop another video, man?
Yeah,
So
yeah. He's
yeah,
definitely he's big dog.
he's big
CJ is
dog,
actually
man.
a cool cat in person. Now, speaking of that, he's in Florida. I'm in Florida. Sledge is in Florida, and maybe we definitely gotta collab. We gotta do something where we can meet in person because we're in striking distance with
Yeah,
of one another. Um, Oh, also, just for anybody who is just joining, we have Sledging Team here. And then also in the description is a link to his page. Please like, share, subscribe, drop some salutes. You know what I'm saying? He just hit 1,000 subscribers. Literally, this time last week, he was below 790. So he is definitely the kind of up and comer you definitely want to hit your wagon to. Sledge has given balanced advice and reviews about all sorts of credit cards, including credit union cards, PenFed, um, Amex. He is the Amex Whisperer. That's another name that you're gonna have, the Amex Whisperer. Because I'm telling you, I thought I was bad with 8 Amex cards. How many Amex cards do you have, Sledge?
let me see. What last week picked up number 12. Yeah,
12.
12 open accounts, 5 charge cards, 7 credit cards.
12. Do you hear that? That's 12, spelled 1, 2. 12. This
Yeah.
dude does not operate within the rules of normal men. That is how come he is elevated above a bunch of us here, man. Um, so, okay, since I don't rehearse questions, I got a fun one for you, right?
Yep.
Now we live on opposing sides of Florida. So you're on the West Coast side, I'm on the East Coast side, right? So I've taken that drive before. It's about 2.5 hours, right? So you got a 2.5 hour drive. You got your YouTube playing in the car. Who's the creator you're listening to?
Anthony Venture. That's my dog.
Okay,
I got you on there.
okay,
I got Spencer Johnson.
all right,
I got CJ.
okay.
I got JP Buffett.
JP Buffett.
Yep, JP Buffett. I got Mark Vargas.
Okay.
All right. I got man. I don't even. I don't want to leave nobody off, man. I got. Let me
I
see
mean,
who else
okay,
I
it's
got
just a
another.
short trip. We could do a
Oh,
long one too.
oh no, no, because a video what 10, 15 minutes, right?
This is true. This is
Right.
true. Yeah.
Matt do his shorts. I can throw Matt in. His short gonna be like 30 seconds, right?
Yeah.
I can throw Matt in. One of my
Okay.
favorite new creators, Josh. I gotta throw Josh on there.
Yeah, yeah, he's good.
Yeah,
He's good.
he's
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
man.
I'm watching his stuff really grow. And he's growing
Yeah,
fast. He's involved in the Discord community and everything. Yeah, I
yeah.
totally agree on that one.
Michael Wong, another new creator.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's brand new too. Yes.
another new creator. Uh, Calby, man,
Yeah.
I can't keep naming them, man.
I
I
feel you.
can't keep
I
naming them.
understand. I
Yeah,
understand. That's why, it was hard for me to do the class of 2023 video because there's so many people I wanted to include. You understand what I'm saying? That unfortunately I missed. I figured that'd be a fun question because me when I do my drives, I don't even listen to the radio. I listen to YouTube. You know what I mean? I
me
got the
too.
YouTube popping so I can stay up on stuff. So I just wanted to kind of pick your brain to see where you at. And it looks like we kind of got the same taste here. So moving on into into another topic here, which would be travel. Do you have any good trips um planned? Any points based trips and stuff like that planned coming up?
You know what? Honestly, I don't have anything point based coming up. We got a little trip to Amelia Island coming up right before we go to Vegas. Yeah,
Hmm.
so that's like my town right there. My wife wanted to go to Amelia Island, so we go here Amelia Island, and I think we come back on the 30th,
Hmm.
and then I'm in Vegas on the first.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm heading out there. I'm heading out there that same day. Okay. All right. Now moving on once again is I know you are at card number 32,
Three.
33. My
Yeah.
apologies.
Yeah.
What is on the horizon? So like we're in July now, going into the back end of quarter three into quarter four. What are what is on the horizon as far as new card acquisitions? Anything on your radar?
Oh man, I will tell you. I realized probably about a couple months ago that my plans don't mean anything. Right. Back in January, I made a video saying the three cars that I wanted this year. So far, I've got 8 cars and only one from that list. Right. So things can change in a heartbeat. But the one card that has evaded me is an American Airlines card. I got denied for City. I got denied for Barclays. The only two denials I've had in 2 years were both American Airlines cards. So I have to get that card, and I'm not waiting to get it. So yeah, they did. I got denied for both of them for too many recent accounts. But that was before I started living outside of credit card rules and boundaries. But
Hmm.
now I'll say I'm working on 3 subs right now. So I have to get that down a little bit. And right after that, I'm going to apply again, probably for a city.
Well, I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed for you. I definitely hope you get that. Okay, yeah, I definitely hope you get that. We definitely want that. I'm trying to pull up the chat because I've been so excited to talk to you. I've actually not been looking at the chat, and I'm gonna have to go back here. And then also, for those in the chat, please feel free to drop questions for Sledge, things that you want to know. I'm gonna be reading off some comments here because I'm telling you, man, you like a celebrity. So Caesar Joel is in here, Fireboard 1614, John R, Mojo. Um, I hope CJ makes it.
Oh, wait a minute,
Let
hold
me.
on, man. Big shout out to Caesar. When I got to like 997, I think the next 7 people came from Caesar. Like
Okay,
everyone came from Caesar. Yeah, I got so many messages, so many comments telling me that Caesar sent them over there, man. Big shout out. And anybody don't know, Caesar has a Spanish channel. He has a Spanish channel. Even if you don't speak Spanish, support my boy over there, man, for real.
absolutely, absolutely. I totally agree. I'm subscribed to Caesar's channel as well. So yeah, you definitely want to do that. You heard it here from Mister Do Your Research. So let's see here for a debit card. Saw it in Discord. Oh guys, DJ October in here says Sledge is killing it. Mark Vargas, Sledge is a good guy for real, for real. His pants are better than his shorts, according to MR. Sledge
Shit.
is in the lab from AA Ron. Let's see here. Points blank travel, stopping through to show some love. They hate me. Credit card. They hate me says credit card subs don't stand a chance when Sledge has done his research. I am inclined to agree. Let's see what else we have here. Been watching for a while. Okay, here's a question from Abdullahi World, another new creator. Young guy, young cat, but he's hungry, man. Um, he asks, "What's in your wallet before you travel?"
Before I travel,
Mm-hmm.
American Express Gold Card, Hilton Business. Before that, it was the Surpass.
Okay.
Those two cars are always in there. Um, I always this is the one card everybody's shocked about. I don't have it on me, but I always have it. Is my Walgreens Mastercard. I keep that card all the time, but it's usually in my
Hmm.
car. Yeah,
So
because
tell me
I
about it.
listen. If you live by a Walgreens, right? If you live by a Walgreens and you go in there, 10% off is you get 10% cash back on medicine, any name brand medicine. 5% cash back on all brand medicine. 5% cash back on any Walgreens branded item in the store.
Oh wow.
Excuse me, sorry, 10% back on any Walgreens branded thing in the store. 5% back on anything else in the store. But here's the good thing about it. Anything health related at all is 5% cash back. Your gym, you take your dog to the vet, you go to the spa. Anything that's health related is 5% cash back. So yeah, it's an uncommon card, but I always keep that card with me.
Do they have a
Yeah.
referral code?
Nope. It's really no sign up bonus like 25 wall green cash to sign up for it. But it's one of those cards that when you apply for it, they tell you the amount that you're going to get when you
Hmm.
pre-qualify and you can accept it or not. So yeah, if you look at something
Okay.
and you see you don't like it, you can just not accept it. But yeah, it's one of those cards. So that's
All right.
always inside of my car at all times. Um, let me see what else I carry with me. Anything that I'm trying to hit a sub on, I usually have that with me. Right now it's the Blue Cash Preferred. I have that card with me, and pretty much that's it. I really don't carry a lot of cards. I usually use my watch to pay everywhere I go,
Okay.
and right now the Curve card because the Curve card is carrying all my Mastercards, my Discover card. Discover is giving 5% cash back with digital wallets right now, so I got that going on. But yeah,
Okay.
I usually don't carry a lot of cards with me.
Yeah, I literally just got my Curve card. I did a live introducing it yesterday. I literally
Yeah,
just got it in the mail, so I'm gonna sit down and pick you guys' brains for the best setup because I'm gonna be using it for my kids' daycare. So I'm gonna be funneling a lot of those points through to see what I can do. It looks like we have another question from Steve Mark Marcachilli. Nope, Marcusili, and he says, if you could only have one, which would you have? The Chase Freedom Flex or Freedom Unlimited?
neither. I'm not a chase guy. One thing about me is not I get straight to it, man. I'm not I'm not a Freedom Unlimited, and I'm not a Freedom Flex guy. I wouldn't have either. And if you had a gun to my head and I had to choose, I would probably go with the Unlimited. I
Okay.
would probably go to Unlimited. But if I had a choice on my own, I'm not choosing either one of them.
Oh man,
Uh,
if you had to choose between the two, you're choosing cash, huh?
yeah, I'm choosing cash. Now, if you the only real Chase card that's just a Chase not co-branded card that I would even think about, it would have to be an ink card or the CSP. Other than that, I'm not really interested.
All right. Well, that's understandable. Everybody has their thing, because I know probably somebody like Constantino's probably ain't feeling Amex after what he did to them. So, what they did to him. So, I totally get having that preference because I wasn't really big on Chase because my status kept me locked out from their cards anyway. So, I was just like, oh, well, I can just do without them. But it looks like here MR says I jump on beds in hotel rooms because of you. Oh, that's for JP. My bad.
But
Um, MR says I pledge to Sledge.
my dog.
Let's see here. Let's see what else we have here. I don't want these comments to get away from us. Punch out channel. Been watching for a while. What's in your wallet before you travel? We asked that. Um, let's see here. MR says you're the scrub daddy of the credit card game.
Yeah,
Um, let's see here. Mark Vargas says Sledge is going to go far. I already know. Points
and I
Blank Travel
appreciate
says
it.
he will be connecting with you right after the live.
for
So
sure.
while you're busy, furthering your footprint, I'm probably going to be looking at that Walgreens Mastercard because I literally just picked up medicine for my kid from there 2 days ago, and I like Walgreens. I actually hate CVS, so it's probably going to be a good pickup.
That's me, man. I'll say
So
anything health related, man. Anything health related. It's 5% cash back on.
So here, Point Blank Travel says, "Wow, Sledge, that's crazy. I always say you never know who's watching you. You now have a supporter for life." John says, "Sledge is so valuable in many ways, but Asian experience are so important." So what else do we have here? We got John Cannon in the house. That's another creator. I don't know if you're familiar with his content. I like John Cannon. He's a good guy.
No, man, John, my dog, man. Man, I support so many people, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it looks
support
it
so
looks like
many
me and
people,
you kind
man.
of run on the same tracks,
Yeah.
man. I definitely see that. Let's see what we have here. Sledge just connected with you on Points Blank Travel. Bro, I'll connect from my other three channels after this live. That's from Points Blank Travel. So you got three more channels that'll come in and connect to you.
Hey, I'm
Let's
ready to
see.
work, man. Like I say, I don't. As long as time permit and my family not doing nothing, I'm ready to work.
Excellent. Nubia Rising says, "Gentlemen, been looking forward to this. Love Florida too." Michael Wong says, Congrats, Sledge, on 1K. Well deserved." Matt Clausen popped in. I think he might be doing something with his kids. So, let's see here. Abdul Ali World asks if I have YouTube Premium. I do. I'm trying to switch it over to take advantage of a Amex Amex offer. But yeah, YouTube Premium is essential. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm almost caught up here. Just want to make sure. Caesar Joel says thank you for the shout out.
My dog.
Let's see here. Okay. JP Buffett asks a question. He says, "Where did your catchphrase, 'do your research and salute,' come from?"
Off the top of my head, it just
Oh,
came off the
wow.
top of my head. I was recording my very first. It's been there since my very first video. I was recording the video. This came to me. I said it and ran with it. When I started seeing people put the salute emojis inside of the comments because on my first video, I didn't ask anybody to do it. Right.
Mm-hmm.
But when I saw people doing it, it just became part of the catchphrase. So
There it
like I say,
is.
this
And
thing,
now that's tied to you.
like I say, man, just talking about credit cards and credit and finance, it can get repetitive and it can get boring. So I have to make it as fun as possible, not only for the viewer, but for myself.
I feel that.
Because I don't want my videos to come across as like I'm teaching or something boring. Not to say teaching because we all are teaching and learning, but I don't want it to come across as a lecture. I wanted to come across a little bit more exciting and some people to look forward to. I'm not one of those creators that's gonna come across with all the multipliers and all the details of the car because that's not my thing. I have my
Yeah.
own specific thing. If someone asks me about a redemption, you know where I'm pointing them to? Chad Money Minutes. That's his thing, right?
Yeah.
Luke Points
Okay.
and Miles. That's their thing. That's not my thing. So everybody has their own little niche, and I stick with mine.
Okay. I got. There you go. You got it. You got it right there. That's your answer. Oh, want to say big thank you to Nubia Rising for the $2 donation. And I'm gonna ask his question next. Is he would love to hear your true thoughts about Chase 524.
Trash. It ain't just trash. We all know. It's trash, trash, trash. It's the worst rule in credit card history. They're pretty much dictating and telling you get chase cards and don't get any other cards. And if you do, get one or two and that's it. No, I don't like the rule. I understand the business model because it's a smart business model. You get
Absolutely.
in their cars, they're getting the swipe fees, they're getting the interest, and I do get it. But for a consumer point of view, I think that the rule is trash. I think that it dictates too many people's credit journey just from looking at comments and looking at other creators trying to stay under 524. Meantime, in the meanwhile, I've been on 5 vacations because I'm getting different cards and different sign up bonuses, and they're trying to wait until next year to get under 524. Just isn't logical to me. It might
Hmm.
make sense to some people, but it just isn't logical to me. But Chase is so good at marketing that they can believe they can fool you into believing that it's the right thing to do. You're
Yeah.
gonna get way more value out of a sign-up bonus than you are gonna get out of any multiplier from any card. So in my mind, I'll scrap trifectas and all of that stuff. I've had the American Express trifecta and all that. I don't use it like that because I'm too busy getting sign up bonuses.
Yeah.
When you meet a sign up bonus, you're not really getting a lot of value out of that trifecta. So yeah, the Chase 524 rule.
Trash,
Sorry.
trash. That's it. Michael Wong asks, are you a points hoarder or a points burner?
I'm a point burner. I don't
That's
believe
it.
in hoarding. I do not believe in hoarding points. When I like to go too much. Like up until this point, I've the only international travel I've done this year was to St. Lucia, but I've been on like 5 or 6 trips out of my state off points. So I don't believe in hoarding points. To me, I mean, you get points get devalued, and what am I hoarding them for? Like that's it. What is the end goal of hoarding the points? If I have 7,000 Delta points, you know why?
Mhm.
Because I use them. I'll gain them again. So I'm not waiting around till I get 1,000,000 points before I use them. It's not my game.
I hear that, man. I feel the same way. A lot of people were actually surprised to learn that I don't keep points more than a year. I'm gonna find something to do with them. If it's not taking my wife somewhere, I'm gonna invest them with. I'm cash them out with my Charles Schwab Platinum, and I'm gonna
Right.
do something with them. I don't. If I get to 1,000,000 points, just know I've been grounding. It's not because I've been saving them up. So I
Right.
have a question from Caesar Joel. He says, "Is the Hyatt program trash or is it trash, trash, trash?"
Oh man, Caesar trying to get me in trouble, man. They love they love Hyatt. Some of my biggest supporters love Hyatt, so I try not to touch this when I don't talk about it the way I talk about Chase. But you know me, man. I got to get right to it. The footprint is just too small for it's just too small for me. And
Okay.
the defenders of Hyatt say that Hyatt is everywhere that they want to go, and that could be 100% true, but it's not everywhere, right? When I go places, I want to be in certain areas, and I can't rely on a hotel footprint that may or may not be there, right? So don't get me wrong, I do like Hyatt. I like Hyatt. I got the built Mastercard, so I have Hyatt as a transfer partner, but Hilton is the brand that I go to most, followed by
Okay.
Marriott. I'm just getting an IHG, and I'm going to mix in Hyatt a little bit. So that's my answer to that question.
Okay. All right. I'm sure Caesar respects that. I think he liked that in the chat. Let's see what we have here. Steve Marcuselli asks again, what are your thoughts on the platinum, gold, and blue cash everyday and or preferred as a trifecta with Amex?
Well, if we talking about trifectas, that's the one I would go with. Right?
Okay.
I ran with that trifecta for a good while, and I mean I could still put it together because I still have all three of those cards. I
Okay.
still have my gold card. I have the blue business plus. I never had the blue business cash, and of course the platinum is my favorite card alongside the Hilton Aspire card. So I'll probably always have the Charles Schwab Platinum. I have both the Vanilla Platinum and the Charles Schwab Platinum right now. And the only reason I kept the Vanilla Platinum is because I got a good retention offer. But as soon as next year come around, I'm not even asking for a retention offer because I need to get up off of this $695 annual fee. Uh,
You know,
yeah.
It is not for the weak. That fee is
No, no, no,
something
no.
serious. Now, I will actually add on something to that because when I first got into the credit card game, when I got my Charles Schwab Platinum, it came with a 10x at restaurants for 6 months. So my original trifecta that I was running before I really had any credit cards was a Charles Schwab Platinum, the Blue Cash Preferred, and the Blue Business Plus to round it out. So I was getting a mix of cash back and MR points. And I got to tell you, it actually worked out pretty well because I was just traveling by myself. So the 6K, 6% multiplier for the BCP, it served me well. I didn't need the gold card because I had 10x at restaurants. I was traveling, so I had to have my platinum card anyway. So depending on your situation, I think yeah, it could be advantageous if your situation dictates.
All right. You know what? One thing I've said this so many times. You having that BCP, that's something big because what a lot of people, so many people get lost in UR points and MR points and thank you points. They forget that you can't spend those points when you go into a restaurant in the city that you travel to. You can't spend those points to go buy souvenirs when you go to a souvenir shop. You can't eat MR points. Unless you want to stay solely on a resort or in the hotel restaurant. So yeah, you
That
have to
is
mix in
something
a
I've
smaller
heard
bit
you
of cash
say.
back.
I've definitely heard you say that on numerous
Yeah,
occasions to make sure you show cash back some respect because,
you have to.
in essence, cash is still king. You know what I
Cash
mean?
still
In the
king.
end, no one cares how many points you have. If you want a cup of water, they want their couple of dollars, and you better have them. So I've definitely heard you say that before, and something I've taken to heart. Because originally I was going to get rid of my BCP, but I might, just keep it, in the clutch because that's what I use for like my YouTube stuff, YouTube Premium, and like when I make donations in super chats, that's coming off the BCP because that's all 6% back because it's streaming anyway. It's from a provider. So let's see here. Let's see if did we get to all the questions. Abdul Ali World says that your salute. He hopes to see it on your merchandise. Eventually. So he's putting some good vibes out there for you to get that big. See if we get a hat with a salute emoji on it. So let's
Hey,
see
he got
here.
something coming out that he got something big coming too. So
Okay, that's
yeah,
what's up. Yeah. Yeah, man. I was in contact with him. I'm looking forward to what he has coming out pretty
uh,
soon. John R says, Mr. Sledge teaching credit cards 101. So Mojo asks, he asked me, Chad, when you're in pop-up jail for the first go around for the Surpass card, what was your workaround to get the app approved? I'm in pop-up jail with Amex as well. Now, I know he didn't direct this at you because rules don't apply to you. So I will tell you, Mojo, how I got around it was actually using an incognito browser and actually using the public offer even though I was trying to use my wife's offer. So what I'll do is I'll mix those in because normally on the offers for Amex cards, you have a PO number that's at the bottom. And some of those PO numbers can actually supersede pop up jail, and some of them are associated with no lifetime language offers. So you definitely want to have a look at that and see if multiple offers you're using are falling under the same PO number. It's literally very small. It's normally in the bottom left on the graphic of the offers that Amex offers. So I hope that helps you out. So let's see here. What else? Make sure I get all of these questions. They agree with you. It's trash, the 52024 rule. Um, let's see here. Abdul Ali World wants to know what is the best credit card rule? It's no rules. Would you
no
agree,
rules,
Sledge?
no rules, no rules. Every credit card rule is trash. Like every single one of them. We got to live and abide by them or as much as we can. But Chad, I'm not the only person that get around credit card rules. Chad has 700 Chase Ink cards that no one else can get. So, yeah, those rules are meant to be broken as well. Chad and froze up on me. See if I see anything in here. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't see these comments, man. Chad and froze up on me. Trying to read comments on my other phone. If anybody got any questions for me, just put them in the chat. I'm gonna try to read them while Chad frozen over here. Yeah, pop up gel is trash too. How many of y'all out there got the Hilton Aspire card? Hold on. Mojo say, how do you manage the multiple cards? I manage most of my cards basically through Max Rewards, and any card that I don't use that often, I manage that card by just keeping a small subscription on them. Just say, for instance, like my Quicksilver, I have a $1.99 uh, Google One subscription on it every month, so that's how I keep my cards going. I try to use every single one of my cards at least once a statement period. Chad back? Chad and froze up again. All right, let me go back again. Michael won't say what is not trash. Um, I'm gonna let y'all decide that. What cards aren't trash? Put that in the comment section. What cards are y'all? What's some good cards to y'all? Hilton Aspire, Charles Wall Platinum, for sure. Credit One has some amazing cards. That's for sure. We tell Richie. Built card isn't trash. The built card is actually a very solid card, and I do have the built card. The only issue with it is no sign up bonus. Like not having a sign up bonus, I think really hurts the card. And I don't care how much your rent is, it still doesn't isn't the same as getting a sign up bonus on a card. Chat in the comment section. JP say Merrick Bank card. Hey, the W when I was rebuilding my credit, the W line Merrick Bank Visa, that thing came in handy, man. Gave me that $2,000 credit limit when I could hardly get cars from anybody at the time. So yeah, Merrick Bank came in through for me, and Anthony Venture too because he had that same car. They canceled it on him because he didn't use it. I would say I put at least 199 on them cars every month. So Chad trying to come back. Yeah, I think the same thing. I can't even see it Brandon. I think the same thing about that bill card. It need a sub. I don't even care if it's a sub on a smaller side because you will be getting if you rent it, you are getting a decent amount of points off paying your rent. But having no sub, that still hurts the card in my opinion. And a lot of people are big on built dining, and that's great if you live in the 5 cities where they have it. Me, unfortunately, I'm not. Built dining is not a thing for me.